From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Premier Scott Moe issued a mea culpa at the Saskatchewan Party's convention yesterday for the lackluster performance in the province's two major cities in the last election.
We saw losses in both Saskatoon and Regina, and that was a step backwards for us, and it was a step backwards for the Saskatchewan Party, and for that I take responsibility.
Now, despite the urban losses in the 2024 provincial election, Moe won a fifth straight majority government. This weekend at the convention, Moe received an approval rating of more than 80% from party members, but that is down from an approval rating of 97% at the last convention back in 2023. Next door in Manitoba, Premier Wab Kinew is urging NDP delegates to start getting ready for the next provincial election, which comes up 2027. Speaking at the party's annual convention, Kinew is hoping that the NDP brand will make inroads into rural areas and beyond.
Maybe we'll paint that whole Western Canadian map orange. Woo! And maybe Ontario too. And maybe we'll even start a new Democratic Party in Quebec at the provincial level. I don't know. It's dream the impossible dream.
Kinew also said he wants to ensure that work continues toward the October 2027 scheduled election date, adding that they've already nominated the party's first candidate. Well, if you happen to live in southern Ontario, there's a chance you could be waking up to a blanket of snow today. Environment Canada has issued a series of special weather statements covering the central parts of the province from London, Ontario, all the way up to Ottawa. The agency says a low-pressure system is moving through, bringing with it the potential for snow accumulation of between 2 to 10 centimeters in the Toronto area and more expected even further north. Now, the white stuff will likely continue falling into the evening, accompanied by some colder temperatures. On to the international stage now, where a pair of major cities in Russia were left in the dark overnight after a series of Ukrainian strikes disrupted power and heating. The latest update comes as both countries continue daily assaults on each other's energy infrastructure, even after nearly 4 years of war. Ukraine's long-range drone strikes on Russia's refineries are aiming to deprive Moscow of its oil export revenue. Meanwhile, the Kremlin wants to cripple the Ukrainian power grid and deny civilians access to heat, light, and running water, essentially weaponizing winter. A powerful quake has rattled northern Japan, followed by several more tremblers. The Japan Meteorological Agency says an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 6.7 struck off the northeastern coast of Honshu, Japan's main island. There were no immediate reports of any injuries or damage, but a tsunami advisory was issued. And finally, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2025 has officially been inducted. American rock band Soundgarden was among the inductees. Superfan Canadian actor Jim Carrey fought off tears throughout Soundgarden's induction speech as he talked about the band's singer Chris Cornell, who died from suicide in 2017. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, starting off in the CFL, Tommy Neal's 3-yard touchdown reception with 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter lifted the Saskatchewan Roughriders to a 24-21 victory over the BC Lions in the West Division Final, sending the Riders to the Grey Cup. That is where they'll be facing off against the Montreal Alouettes, who earlier in the day defeated the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the East Division Final in 1916. So the Owls will be chasing a second league title after winning it all back in 2023, while the Rough Riders make their first appearance in a Grey Cup since 2013 when they beat the Ticats. A tough loss leads off the NHL update. The Colorado Avalanche absolutely hammering the Edmonton Oilers by a final score of 9-1. Connor McDavid potting the lone goal for Edmonton. Meanwhile, the Vancouver Canucks edged the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3. Montreal topped Utah 6-2. Ottawa needed OT to get the 3-2 win against the Flyers. And the Leafs fall to the Bruins 5-3. And finally in the NBA, the Toronto Raptors on the wrong side of a 130-120 decision to the Philadelphia 76ers. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.